What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be talking about how VEVE generated $900,000 in under 10 minutes. Before we do this, if you could drop a like, that would be greatly appreciated, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. So I thought before we jump into that we would talk about how the launch actually went. I thought it was fairly smooth. There was definitely a few glitches coming up to the actual point in which the sort of collectible came out. I was going for the ultra rare, but unfortunately wasn't able to pick anything up because when I actually went into, I clicked on the ultra rare, the buy now on the ultra rare, literally the second it hit 8 AM. And what ended up happening was I was able to click, and then it was sort of a blank grey screen, and then it moved on to sort of saying I could reserve my order, in which like my heart was absolutely raised at that point. I thought, yeah, I thought I had it. I literally thought I'd had it. And when I clicked the button, it essentially said failed, but then I had like this spinning circle where it said reserving order. Now, I was on someone's live stream during the actual drop, and it seemed like a lot of people had this. So I just thought that, you know, maybe this was a sort of glitch or whatever that was going across everyone who went for the ultra rare. And then I just thought, well, there's no way I'm backing out of this page right now, because I thought that, you know, I just reserved mine and they were about to process it. But it turns out that this was actually just a glitch, and that I wasn't able to sort of get the ultra rare. It must have literally sold out in a second, which doesn't surprise me with only 888 editions. But as I came out of this, I sort of waited about 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and then literally the moment I came out of it, I went to buy something else and everything was sold out. So that's why I believe everything sold out in under 10 minutes. During the launch, I tried to get something else and I wasn't able to. For anyone that did, congratulations. I think someone commented on my video saying they got issue number 54 of the ultra rare, which is insane. I would definitely hold on to that one. That is a crazy serial and edition number to get. But I thought we might have a little look at actually what they look like. I thought this was a beautiful NFT. In the augmented reality, actually having a look at some of the animated style behind it. Like I said before, my personal favourite is actually this one here, the Uncommon, which was the sort of black dragon design. Very interesting, very cool. But you can even see, look, this is a very, very interesting piece. And anyone that sort of was able to get one, congratulations. You guys obviously had quicker fingers than me because I was not able to pick this up. Sweaty palms was definitely happening within those last sort of 10 seconds before I clicked the buy button. But you know, it's definitely interesting to see what they look like. Very, very cool. Statue-like NFT I spoke about in the previous video. This more artist sort of design and artist feel that they've gone to create. But if you want to see and learn more about my thoughts and feelings behind that, then be sure to check out the video that I released yesterday. The next thing I want to talk about quickly was that recently it looks like Akomi or VEVE have created a sort of update for Ripmo, which looks really cool. It's their first animated NFT. And as you can see, this is very, very cool. Let me just open this up for you so you can see this. Let me come back down, actually. You can see this is very interesting. You know, we're jumping into certain aspects of what I touched on in previous videos where we'll see VEVE continue to develop and create more utility around their NFTs. And it's just a perfect example of what they've done here. They've created a perfect sort of animated style NFT here. And for their first ever one, you can see this makes it look incredibly real. I love the way it moves around. I mean, it's kind of a little bit trippy to see that they're able to create something of this high quality and this high animation. You can think what these NFTs will look like further on down the line. I mean, they're going to get very detailed, very well animated, and I cannot wait for Jurassic Park because I have a feeling that's going to be an animated launch. So very cool to see. I thought I'd touch upon this. This was released by Akomi yesterday with a bit more of a sort of surprise update that they brought along. So very cool to see them do that. Now, we're going to jump into what you're all here to see in this video, okay? They were able to generate over $896,000 in 10 minutes of this launch. Now, if anybody has any doubt within NFTs, just seeing how much demand and how quickly they're able to sell their NFTs out just justifies and solidifies in my mind how well established VEVE are becoming within this NFT space. Their launches are very, very in demand. And seeing that this was a worldwide launch and that it was a low mint number, it is absolutely no surprise to me this was able to sell out in the speed in which it was. But when you start to break this down and sort of look a little bit deeper into the numbers, they were able to generate $89,000 a minute. Now, if you have any experience in retail or business as a whole, you know, my background, my work is e-commerce. I run online businesses. I have done for, you know, the past 7 years. And to see that they were able to generate $89,000 in 1 minute is absolutely mind blowing. And you can feel it within the community how in demand their launches actually are, and how Dragon Girl is just a prime example of how many collectors there are and how many investors there are within VeVe in this long term vision and in this long term sort of new establishing collectible. Because there's a sort of community feel within the actual launches themselves. You know, it was great to be a part of a live stream yesterday, to see the people getting excited and people trying to get involved with the launches, and, you know, sort of just feeling it out. And you can see this within the numbers that are generated here. This has become a very community driven launch. This has become a very community driven feel within the community. Within the launches that happen. So this definitely reflects the numbers that are being generated. And if anyone's got the ultra rare and was able to cop an ultra rare of any of these under 1,000, I would not sell this right now. I would hold on to this for 100% between the next 9 to 12 months. I mean, obviously this isn't financial advice, but I would not sell this at all. It is an incredibly rare launch. You don't see many NFTs brought out by VeVe where they lower the mint number to this level, to this amount. So I think it's important for us to keep in mind, if you're able to get something now or get one of these NFTs now, just think what it'll be like when there's 3, 4, 5, 6 million users in this application. You know, 10 times the amount of people. Do you think one of those extra sort of 4 or 5 million people are going to want to get one of these sort of Dragon Girls, the first ever launch of an artist? It was a season 1. It was a sort of artistic piece, very unique, very cool style, and like we touched on before, that sort of cultural touch within the launch as well. It's just amazing to see what VeVe are able to generate here. You know, if you compare it to the Kripkins launch, that took 22 minutes to sell 75,000 units. It's no surprise they're able to do this in such a short window of time. And like I said, actually being within the launch, everything went out. I wouldn't be surprised if it was under 10 minutes. Everything sold out so quickly. And, you know, that's just exciting to be a part of, not just as an investor of VeVe, but to actually be a part of the NFTs itself. I am really enjoying this space. You know, being a long-term collector in other collectibles, this is very addictive, you know, and it's fun. You know, it's fun to be a part of. And yeah, I was gutted yesterday. The fact that I wasn't able to get one, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, literally, I probably spent, you know, a majority of the day after that just feeling a bit sorry for myself, because I honestly thought I got one. And, you know, it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the launch. And so the next thing we'll talk about here as well is just how well the rares did as well. The rares, uncommons and commons. You know, because we've seen in the other launches how the commons can take a little bit longer to sort of be purchased through. I mean, in this particular example, even 6,800 editions of the common was rare. You know, if you compare it to some of the other launches that we've seen, and specifically here with the rare and uncommons in this particular example, anything under sort of 7,000, 8,000 mint is in my opinion going to be very rare moving forward. So like I say, congratulations to anyone else that was able to cop this. $896,000 generated, 14,500 different NFTs sold. Very cool to see. And the last thing I want to touch upon is how much OMI was actually burnt within this launch. As you can see, 5th of the 13th, this was yesterday, $895,000 in USD generated. Sometimes it's taken a little bit longer for this to update. We've now reached over 550,000 NFTs sold. Very cool. And 223 million OMI burnt. Now, you know, as you can see, we are edging ever closer to that 5 billion OMI burn. And if you've been a part of this community for any period of time, you can see this is actually starting to speed up. The burns are starting to speed up. A part of it has to do with the price dropping down within OMI, but in my opinion, that's completely irrelevant long term. This is an incredible example of what NFT and how NFTs are in demand in this current moment. We're over 43,000 different collectors. So welcome to the community, everyone that's jumped into the VeVe application. And if you're watching this video, welcome to one of the coolest, one of the most interesting and some of the most high quality NFTs out there in this space. and you won't be disappointed in being a part of this community. So I want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.